Hi, I'm Denise Medea from Raw Intentions and the chef of the Circle of Vitality. For the next 16 weeks, I'm going to walk this journey with you as I share recipes and nutritional information that's going to help you make better choices today so tomorrow can be your best, so that you can be living in optimum health. You know, as a raw food chef, a lot of people ask me, what is raw food? And their idea is carrots, celery sticks, and salad. And they don't understand how they could live a life eating those few things. And it's true, raw food does include celery, carrot sticks, and salad. But it also includes fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, fermented foods, and anything that's not heated over 118 degrees is considered raw. Some of the other items that we add to a raw food diet or lifestyle are seeds like flaxseed, hemp seed, and chia seeds. These three are considered superfoods, and they're full of antioxidants and omega-3s, omega-6s, so they're great for inflammation. All disease begins with inflammation. So if you have disease in your body, you don't feel well, you have inflammation, adding these to your diet can really help improve that. Raw cacao powder. Every woman loves chocolate, and this is the real deal. You've heard people say that dark chocolate is good for you, and it is, but not the kind you buy on the stores, off the store shelves that are full of sugars and fats. This actually is the highest antioxidant food in the world, and it works as an aphrodisiac and an antidepressant, and it kills those free radicals that get loose in our body from poor health. I also use a lot of sunflower seeds, which are high in vitamin E. Pumpkin seeds are high in iron and manganese, and cashews. Cashews are a base that we use for a lot of our nut cheeses. They're lower in fat, and they are considered a heart-healthy nut. So these are things that we can add into a raw food diet along with our fruits and vegetables to make it interesting, to make it fulfilling and delicious. Today I'd like to show you how we're going to make some pudding. It's called chia pudding. And you can use nut milk. You can make your own nut milk, which we'll show in another week, or you can buy nut milk or seed milk. This is flaxseed. So this is the flax here. You've taken and put in a blender like this with water, and then put it through a nut milk bag, and what's left over is the milk. And then there's also coconut milk, made from fresh coconut. You can use almond milk, rice milk, but today I'm going to use flaxseed milk. And I'm just going to put about 3/4 of a cup in a jar. Now this happens to be vanilla. Normally, in my own kitchen, I will use unsweetened, and then I will add my own sweetener like agave or pure maple syrup. And then we're going to put 2 tablespoons of chia seed in here. And it should be sweet enough because of the sweetener that's in the milk and the vanilla. If I didn't use the vanilla milk, I would have put a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of sweetener. And just shake it up. These are great to take to prepare for breakfast. You can fix them the night before and grab it to go. It's very filling. If you like tapioca, you'll like this. If you don't like tapioca, that texture then might not be your favorite. What happens with it, it starts to congeal. So after it has sat, this is one I made previously, after it has sat, it becomes very thick and gelatinous and acts like a pudding. If you would like to make a chocolate pudding or a chocolate chia, I take this and add just a little bit of, about a tablespoon of the raw cacao, same amount of the chia seeds, and I put this in the container first, and then I mix it up. Sometimes the chocolate has little clumps in it, and we like to get those out. So I mix that up, and then I add 3/4 of a cup of milk. Of course, if you use a larger jar, you just up the quantities. You need to make sure you leave enough room on the top so that you can shake it. And you just shake it up, and about every 5 seconds or so you're going to shake it, and eventually it's going to get thick. If you like it thicker, add a little more chia to it. And there's breakfast on the go. full of protein, full of antioxidants, and it's very filling. Next, I'm going to make a smoothie. A lot of people want to know how they can add more raw into their diet. And one of the ways they do it is just by adding some greens, leafy greens, into your diet. Adding them to a green smoothie like this is one way that you can do it without it tasting too green. The smoothie will actually, it doesn't taste as green as it looks. So we're going to, this has 4 cups of pure Kangen water in it. And Kangen water is an alkaline water. Our bodies need to be alkaline. Disease thrives in an acidic environment. And so the more alkaline foods we eat and the more alkaline our body can be, the better off we're going to be. And then you can use kale or romaine. Today I'm using kale, which I have taken off the stems and washed. We're going to throw that in there. And then I have some frozen bananas. That's about 1.5 bananas. And then some other fruits, some pineapple, mango, and strawberries. And this is a Vitamix. This is a high-power blender. You could make this in a regular blender, but the kale is probably not going to be as smooth as it will be in this one, a high-power machine. So if you're using kale, if you're using a regular blender, I would go ahead and use romaine lettuce or another type of lettuce along with the spinach, because it will blend smoother. And here we have a green smoothie. I like to drink almost an entire pitcher for my breakfast. I'll drink it throughout the morning. But a glass or 2 of this a day is going to really get you jump started. You know, the thing about raw food that makes it nice to add to your diet is it's easily digested. Anything that's raw and living, like we consider this living food, is full of food enzymes. And those food enzymes help us digest our food, which means there's more energy that's spent on healing and replenishing and rebuilding cells and tissues, which is going to bring health to our bodies. God designed our bodies to heal themselves from the inside out. In Genesis 1:29, it says that everything that grows out of the ground is for our food. And what they're talking about are plants, live and living foods, anything, all fruits and vegetables, the nuts and seeds. There's enzymes, there's nutrients in here that are not killed with heat. When we heat food, the longer we heat them, the higher the temperature, the less nutrients that there actually are. There are some things like spinach. This is baby spinach. When we eat it raw, we get lots of protein from it, but it's filled with calcium. But in order to get the calcium, you need to lightly steam it or cook it. And then the calcium molecule is released in that way. Other things, the more you heat them, the less nutrients there are. Adding more raw foods to your diet isn't just about the foods. It's about a lifestyle. You know, you can eat all of the raw foods you want, drink all the green smoothies you want. And if you have stinking thinking, if your thought life's not good, if you're full of stress, you're not going to be healthy. And if you, on the same hand, if you have a good thought life and you're very positive and you have low stress in your life, but you don't eat well, you're still not going to be healthy. We need to incorporate our spiritual life as this. Everything goes hand in hand. We can't leave one out and be healthy. So when I talk about raw foods, it's not about the food, it's about the lifestyle that brings it all together. So this week, as you think about adding more living foods, more raw foods to your diet, don't make it about rules. Make it about what you can add that you haven't added. If you're not used to eating salads every day, add a salad. If you're not used to eating fruit, add a piece of fruit. If you've never had a green smoothie, give it a try. Put some things in your blender, see what you can come up with. And I encourage you just to make better choices today so tomorrow can be your best, so you can live in optimum health. Good luck, and we'll see you next week.